We have to keep pin drop silence because only
Recording is good.
recording and there is no other mic. This is the mic of the camera. Pin drop silence. So are you ready? Shall we start?
Yes.
Okay. Silence please. He starts. Yes.
I invite our Chamber of Commerce delegates and industrial representatives and foreign delegates and investors. I am the Secretary to the Government of Maharashtra. Now I am presenting to the foreign delegates the opportunities which we have in India for the investment purpose. First, we have road development programs. Maharashtra, as you all know, is a very big state, and Mumbai is the commercial center, and it is connected to all over the world, and we have airports over here, and wonderful five-star hotels for the foreigners, and all the foreigners are knowing that Mumbai is the financial hub and financial center. Secondly, we would like to go into railways, that is bullet trains. We have already discussed with the foreign delegates that Singapore and China for the bullet trains. Hence, in this sector also we invite finance from foreign investors. Then we have Dharavi slum area. You may be knowing that Bandra Kurla complex, once upon a time it was a slum area. Because of the foreign investors and the Indian government's stake, it has come up as a commercial hub. As on today is the one of the costliest cities in the world. And it has surpassed even Nariman Point and Fort. Then we have harbour, that is the JNPT harbour. Everybody knows that it is coming up like anything. And we have lot of ships coming from foreign waters. Lastly, we have skilled labours in India. We would like to again develop the software technology in India. I invite foreign investors to come forward and invest in this state of Maharashtra. If any queries you have, you are welcome to quote. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for inviting us. So we just wanted
Camera. So camera, please take care.
Yeah, sure.
These interruptions we will edit.
Myself and my team had certain things to discuss with you before we pumping the fund in your country. So as you give the best opportunity, these are the good opportunities like road development, as you said, there are hotels, tourism, railways, as you said, then JNPT, harbour, port, and the software industry. So we also have certain things like, as you said, softwares and other stuff as you were about to discuss. Political stuff. Yeah, all this stuff. So I'll just ask them. You can raise your queries, and then I'll just summarize the overall.
Absolutely.
As you told, you have better software technology, but these softwares are developed by most of our software developer, and you must have seen most of these software used in the world are developed by the foreign countries. India's contribution is nowhere seen.
She want to say that the basic software. What we are doing is that we are working on those softwares. If you take programming languages, all the basic programming languages, no programming language has been developed by India. If you take the softwares like SAP, if you take the software like Microsoft, Word, Google, all these foundations has been developed by some other countries. And your country, as India is saying that we are number one in India, what? But it's not like India is working on the software which has been developed by the other countries. So
I would request one of our delegates to answer.
Right, okay. Well,
Stand.
should I stand? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Face to sir. Face.
the government is very disturbing. Okay, so as you said that the base of the software has never been in India. The only reason why we are requesting funds
to be coming into our state is because resources are many, but we are not fulfilled, or I would say we are not enriched with funds. So if we have funds with us, then probably we would be we would be able to utilize all the skilled laborers, skilled people who are trying to work in Microsoft or Infosys or any kind of companies which are abroad, and we can get them back into their home country, let them work here, produce more, as rightly said by all the other political leaders, that we want to start the manufacturing back in India. We don't want to take the tag stating that we'll develop over there and we'll start utilizing over here. No, we want to utilize our resources, and we wish to go ahead and ensure that all the skilled laborers are willing and happy to work in their home country rather than working for anybody else. So I think I have answered that question. In case if you have anything else to ask,
We'll discuss and then
we'll let you.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
Any other problem you have? Yes.
Yeah, one thing, we have the experience that in India, whenever we funded in India, leaders and all the political influence people are misusing the funds. What is your criteria, what is your agenda that we are funding to your government will be invested in the right place or right people? As you are saying that it will be utilized to skill the manpower. What is your fixed agenda to use our fund?
what about the scams? If you are investing in the
What you are also scam in the India. What you say about to prevent that scam? What is your fixed deadline to scam the?
Okay, I'd like to assure you that your money, whatever you invest in India, it will be won't be any corruption. You will see, for the examples like Ford or even the Fiat, they invested in India, and now they have the manufacturing hub in India and they export all over the world. So the funds, whatever be corruption, it is all internal, and whenever you are going to join our project, you will be part of it. You will be a joint venture partner. So basically, the dealings will be very transparent. You rest assured about the corruption. There will be no corruption. Absolutely not.
If it is a joint venture, then we can think.
I think. Any other problem?
See, I just want to highlight about the political stability. As you said that there will be, it's fine now. So, as you said that there will be, we can make sure that we will be using that fund.
Yes.
But it's about their will, their wish. As you said, if there is a political stability, then only it is possible. If you see, before the Narendra Modi, got elected, before that 2 months, $80 million were withdrawn from the India, just because they were not sure. We were not sure that, what will happen to the country. Now also, as you said, there is a road development, okay? But if you see now, there are many roads that have been developed right now here, and there is a major issue that how that fund will be raised. Now that, because initially it was like build and use something, policy. But now, due to the political instability, now they want votes. So what they have decided, कि चलो नहीं करेंगे, we will pay this amount to that contractor from the fund. But initially it was decided that it will be taken from the public. Now just due to political issue के वजह से they have cancelled it and सारे tolls को free कर दो. So what we need that kind of, unless and until that kind of a street is there, it's very difficult for us to pump in the money. Second thing about the tourism. As you said, hotel industry. If you see, still Narendra Modi and the other, these people are stressing on the point that we don't have proper tourism policies. So we have to work. So still, unless and until it is been finalized from you, it's very difficult. Even if you develop a lot of hotels and all this stuff, it is not going to work. About the railway, you said, till the date in Indian history, it never happened that railway is in a profit. Or any transport, and even if you take the BST, it is never in a profit. So unless and until you make your policy that how you will make the railway and this thing policy, it is very difficult to pump in the money. As you said, JNPT. Just now you said JNPT has a good port. There are, I think, 39 ports in India. And if you see in the past years, it is not developed, in that way. Only 11 ports in India are there, where, we get a बाहर से जो भी बड़ा बड़ी शिप्स आते हैं बाकी के पोर्ट पे नहीं आती. व्हाट इज द रीजन? देयर इज ओनली वन रीजन कि बाकी के पोर्ट्स पे जो हाइट है वो 4 मीटर तक है एंड ये जो 11 पोर्ट्स है इसमें 11 या 12 मीटर तक है. नाउ व्हाट इज द रीजन बाकी के पोर्ट पे 4 से ऊपर नहीं लेके जा रहे? ओनली सिंगल रीजन, जो नेचुरल कुछ तो मिनिस्ट्री है, नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज मिनिस्ट्री, दे आर नॉट अलाउइंग अस टू थ्रो दैट
Dredging is not done.
to somewhere else. So unless until you make a policy कि चलो we will change that rule, so it's very difficult. And final and very important stuff is that if we pumping the money in India, how we can make sure that the subprime crisis which happened in US and the inflation went down, that is the only reason कि वहाँ पे 1% 2% interest होता है. So how we can make sure that it will not happen in India? Okay?
Yes. I will start from the last. Okay, you said that's inflation, right? Actually, in US the inflation has started, and Lehman Brothers, everybody is yes.
Right.
So most of the companies have gone into liquidation because of the inflation in US. Now, that time India was very stable. There's a reason behind it. This US dollar is connected to the petrol, whereas Indian rupee is connected to gold. We have the gold reserve in the Reserve Bank of India. Anytime there is a gold reserves, whereas US is connected to petrol. If there is a crisis in Saudi countries, so dollar is going to come down.
Yeah, it is directly going to affect it.
Now the rupee has strengthened after the Modi government because there is a stability of the government. Number one. Secondly, the RBI is taking the strict rules to bring down the interest rate. With the result, the developing is happening in India. Number one. Secondly, you said about this road development, which is connected to the political environment. Even in Maharashtra, we have a stability now. So for another 5 years, the government is not going to change. And in the center also, the government is not going to change. Secondly, the harbors. Harbors, yes. Now the central government is taking keen interest in developing all the major ports in India, so that Make in India is connected to mainly to the harbors, because the international trade is connected to the harbors. So this is what we can issue.
Okay, nice.
Good.
Okay, on
We'll think on that. We'll see कि $2.7 trillion का इंडिया का I think अभी GDP है, it will go on.
The inflation, he'll add something. Yes.
What about the misuse of the fund?
The main concern.
On inflation, I want to add something like, see, mainly the inflation is related to the agricultural produce and the manufacturing thing.
A little louder, please.
Yeah. So we don't have, like, we have problem with farmers. They are not able to put the right crops because we don't have the weather forecasting thing. So we need to put more money in predicting the weather.
That's not the thing. I'll tell you. See, if you go in a US, only the total GDP, I mean, out of the total GDP, around I think 20 to 25% of the GDP is contributed from the agriculture, and the people who are depend on the agriculture are only 17%. In India, the total GDP contributed is a 15%, and the total people who are depend on the agriculture are the 65%. So that is the major issue. It's not only the technology and other stuff. So unless and until we develop again I am coming to your point, your side, but it's true that unless and until because see, we are concentrated on the service industry, and service industry cannot generate the jobs. Service industry जैसे अभी कोई consulting practice है, कोई software development है, only skilled labor को देगा. So unless and until we go into the manufacturing like China, that's the reason China is now $7 trillion and we are just 2.3 trillion.
But it is not only farmers, like.
So it's not a farmer. Just I just wanted to tell you that the reason is that 65% of the people are depend on the agriculture. In US, only 17% of the people are depend on the agriculture. Whereas GDP contribution of agriculture in US is more than the India, and that's the reason. I mean, this thing.
I'm talking about more of food
It's more
processing,
economics,
and all those things. Yeah.